Welcome to the Kindness Effect, a good news channel that's all about the inherent goodness that lies within each one of us. How often are you kind during the day? Do you practice random acts of kindness? Hi, I'm Judy Martini, your host and producer, and I would love for you to join me as I showcase how kindness shows up in your community and all over the world. You know, research has shown that kindness makes us happier. Kindness changes lives. Kindness is good for the heart. Kindness improves relationships and it slows our aging. So I say let's bring on some more kindness. Scientific research also adds that not only does being kind make you feel good, but it offers significant health benefits physically and mentally. Each show will leave you touched in a heartfelt way to live a life of kindness to others, and most of all, first and foremost, to you. You know, they say you can't give from an empty cup. You must fill your cup first and give from the overflow. At the end of each show, I will highlight some ways for you to feel good and how to be kind to yourself so that you can begin or continue to live your inherent goodness that is within each one of you. Each single act produces a ripple effect which spans the globe. Watch as these people continue to change the lives of many around the world, producing ripple effects of kindness. You know, Mark Twain says, kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Enjoy the show.
Kindness to me is compassion, understanding, caring. It's more of who you are than what you do. It's a being. It's not something. It's not something that you give. It's something that you are, and therefore you can share it with people. It's compassion and empathy. It's allowing people to have the space to understand their own thoughts and their own processes, to get through something on their own, but with your kindness as a support for them. I practice kindness in various ways, actually. Paying it forward. You know, if someone does a random act of kindness for me, then I strive to do that for the next person that I interact with in my life. Kindness isn't always something that you give either. I mean, it's something that you can share. It's a smile. It's a pat on the back. It's a gesture. It's an offer.
For me, kindness is the ability to appreciate and understand other people's points of view. That acknowledgement that we're all not homogeneous and we all have points of view that we should be able to respect. What kindness means to me is what I see when I watch people give back in their community, participate in events when they have no fiscal benefit, but they're doing it because they want to make a better society, a better community. That to me is the ultimate gift of kindness. I think that kindness has to be practiced by active living and active engagement. If you're willing to listen to people, to watch them, to participate, to become engaged in their passions and their ideas, that is a very obvious way to show appreciation and show the kindness effect. Receiving acts of kindness is an amazing gift that, frankly, I get regularly. When I try to help people, when I'm involved in the community, that feedback that I receive, those comments, emails. Today I received a card. It means a lot because it suggests to me, or I take it as acknowledgement that they appreciate and understand the value of the work that I'm doing. So I guess in that way I'm pretty lucky because I get that feedback regularly. Personally is more challenging because there's that wonderful life balance that we all talk about and attempt to achieve. I think the kindness that we receive from our family is different than what happens in our friendships and our personal, professional lives. The fact that we have, or I am blessed to have so much support and encouragement is all the kindness I need. A world where everyone practices kindness, that would be a pretty special place to live. I see what a difference it makes when people get involved and are engaged in the community. And if instead of 1,000 people, there were 100,000 people doing that, imagine what we could achieve as a society for our vulnerable people, for our seniors who are looking for companionship and involvement. It would literally be endless, the achievements that we could have. I think sometimes people feel that giving kindness, giving them themselves, means they have to take away something from themselves. And from what I see, it's quite the opposite. People who volunteer, who give back, often will tell me that they gain far more from that experience than they lose in terms of time or money spent. So if there's anything that I could leave people with, it would be for them to find the thing that you're passionate about and get involved. It doesn't have to take over your life, and quite frankly, you will be a better person for it. The former Lieutenant Governor of Canada, David Johnson, often used a quote that I have co-opted and borrowed, and it basically says, whether you give your time, your talent, or your treasures, you are making the world a better place. So please keep doing that.
Kindness means to me doing something for someone that makes them happy, that puts a smile on their face, that brings them joy. And it's the thing that's going to remain in their hearts forever. Like 10 years from now, they're going to remember the stranger that bought them a patty in a store, or somebody that paid for their coffee in Tim Hortons, or somebody that just, bought them a meal, or made them a blanket and they sleep with it at night. So that's what kindness means to me, just doing something for someone that the memory stays for a very long time. The affect and effect just envelops them and it just stays with them for so long. So being someone who likes the way that kindness feels, for me, when somebody does kindness, a kind thing to me, I also like to do other random acts of kindness, let's say. So there was a girl that I know, and I led a life group. And I said to the group, okay guys, this week we're gonna do random acts of kindness. And first I got this look like, I don't know. But I took it on. And my daughter and I, we were in IKEA. And this woman had a lot of boxes putting in her trunk. And I said to my daughter, random act of kindness day. So we went up to her and she goes, excuse me, but can we help you? She's like, no. And I said, no, it's random act of kindness day. And so she let us help her put her stuff in her car. And to me, that was so cool because I got to teach my teenage daughter what it means to be kind to somebody else. And then somebody else I knew, she said she had low iron, and I was at the health food store, and I went and I bought her some iron pills, and the ones that don't make you constipated, and I gave them to her. So that's some of the ways that I do random act of kindness. I find out what somebody's missing or what somebody needs or something that uplifts somebody, and that's the thing that I do for that person out of the blue. They're not expecting it. It's like, oh wow, that's so nice. Another thing I did was I bought somebody a potato masher. We were sitting in a group and she goes, you know what? I really need a potato masher. So we bought her a potato masher. It's so cool. So those are the kind of random act of kindness that I do, or I practice. Do I receive random acts of kindness? I would say yes, I do. I live in a house where I like things to be clean and tidy. And sometimes when I'm out for a while, I come home and my husband has the house clean from top to bottom. This makes me really happy. And it's random because it doesn't happen all the time. But that makes me happy. My friends laugh at me because I say my good friends are Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean and Clorox. So that's the thing that makes me happy. My son sometimes does random act of kindness for me, and he cleans his room, washes the dishes, or he says, you know what, Mommy, I'm going to take you grocery shopping and pay for food. That to me is a random act of kindness. I have surrounded myself with a tribe of women that are awesome. So I was sick one time, and my friend Simone brought me some flowers. Just out of the blue, she showed up. She said, you're not feeling well, and I'm going to bring you some flowers. So that was random act of kindness. And when I think about it, random act of kindness happens to me a lot. Like Miss Alana Carr brought me some baked goods. She brought me some banana bread, and she brought me some pumpkin chocolate chip cookies that my family loved, and that was random act of kindness. I got a surprise for you. I gotta say, I like surprises, and my surprises always ends up in the random act of kindness arena. Audrey has brought me jewelry that's red. You know what? I'm thinking now, I get lots of random act of kindness, and I think that's because I also do random act of kindness. So what goes around comes around, and I have that good karma out there. That karma always comes back to me in the form of act of kindness. And I really appreciate it because I'm a person of gratitude. So what would the world be like if there was kindness, more kindness in the world? I think that if there was more kindness in the world, we would be operating and vibrating at such a positive level that our souls would be so satisfied to know that there'd be kindness in the world. People would be happy, people would be smiling, there would be no acts of violence, there would be no sadness, there would be no wars. It would be a place of pure, elated joy and happiness, walking around with a big smile on our face, and our souls would be so satisfied and be happy. Like I'm reading The Seed of the Soul, and I just find out if we all operated at that soul level instead of the physical level to try and satisfy the physical man, then we're out of whack and we're out of tune with what the soul wants and what the universe wants. And random act of kindness would bring about that shift in this world that we wouldn't even recognize ourselves. You know what it would be? It would be like utopia. It would be an amazing utopia. I always believe that utopia is out there and mankind just has to find its way to get there, and random act of kindness would be just like bringing about that utopia. And I'm always criticized for it. Oh, it'll never happen. You're living in a dream world. But no, Fatima's soul says there is a utopia of kindness, and that's what the world would be like, a utopia of kindness. Okay, the last thing I'd want to say about kindness, it should be a pill. We all need a kindness pill. We could just bottle it in a little capsule, and we take it every day when we get them and say, I'm going to take my pill of kindness. And I think that would be so awesome if they had a kindness pill. I think I'm going to make one.
So what kindness means to me is women helping women and being there for each other. Kindness to me is being there for everybody. It's important to help each other with kind words, with goodness, helping your neighbor. So what kindness means every day to me is putting myself in a position to help others. one way or another. Maybe in the winter, shoveling their driveway. Perhaps, say an elderly lady needs to have a hand to step down off the step. Just these little gentle moments, they help. I do go out of my way to practice kindness in many areas of my life. Offer different services in my business to somebody who might be a little bit in need. For example, every year I do 1 or 2 makeup application for grade 12 students. Some ladies need a complimentary brow wax. Sometimes if they're just having a hard little moment, then I just kind of offer that service to them so that they can have a little joy for 5 minutes in their life. Okay, so I think kindness is important to have in your life on a daily basis. You want to be kind to yourself, to your family, to your neighbors, anybody that crosses your path. There's a little over 7 billion people in the world, and we really only get to meet a handful, so it's important to be kind one way or another, because kindness matters. And when I mean that, right now we have the pay it forward effect. You're going to buy that coffee for the family that's maybe behind you, whether it's, so you're going to buy that coffee for somebody who is behind you in the coffee line, whether it's a family or just a single coffee. And the effect that it has on them is really something. And then they can't wait to pass it on to the next person. Yeah, and I think that kindness comes from within. You have to do that. Nobody's perfect. We're not always kind, but it is a conscious effort to be kind and not be negative. So when I was 19 years old, I got a job at Laura Secord Chocolates, and I had just had my daughter, and the lady who worked there, she came in and brought like 3 big bags of clothing for my new baby. And I was amazed that this lady didn't even know me and that she would do that. And I never forgot that. And every time that I had always met other teenage mothers, then I would make sure that I would do something special for them. Clothing, services, kind words, encouragement. That was always my thing. If everybody was kind in this world and used it in their daily life and with a conscious decision, I think that we would have a more peaceful and happy life. Every little simple moment matters, and kindness is contagious. When you're kind, the next person's kind, and the next person, and there's great value in that. Just don't lose sight of it. Not always easy, but don't lose sight of it. I have one simple thing to say about kindness. Kindness matters.
What kindness means to me, it's when you give from your heart without expecting anything back. And whatever it is it like something that you do, or something that you make, or something that you give, anything, even love. Kindness is just thinking about others in front of you, like not think about yourself first, but the others. And if everyone would do this on earth, I think the earth would be a much better place. Because the problem with earth is that people think about themselves most of the time before everybody else. And it should be the other way around. And equally, you have to think about yourself too and take care of yourself. But the kindness is like an element, like love or water or air, right? So I think that's what kindness is. The way I practice kindness is I'm always looking at little things from people. For example, all my friends, for example, let's see Christmas. My friends in the summer, they would be like, oh my God, I love this in the shops. And I said, no. And they keep talking about it. So I go back next day and I get it. I talk them off of it. And then I get these little things and I collect them. And at Christmas they get it. Or kindness is like when you make stuff by your hands with your love infused and you give it to them and they know, they feel it, when they get it. Stuff like that. Kindness is for me like that. Oh, I think the world would be much better because everybody would have equally everything. We wouldn't have wars. We wouldn't have the modern slavery. Everybody will be more open to do whatever they are meant to do. And just because of a little kindness of someone else, and there would be no homeless people either. And I think all the people who are disconnected, they could work on it and they could connect to each other. And actually we can connect to nature better too, because the trees around us and the animals, they do have kindness integrated in them. We just have to learn how to do like they do. So I think the world would become one as it should be. Yeah. We are all one.
Kindness means like simple gestures of possibly opening the door for somebody, calling them if you know that they're under the weather, just, I guess, treating people as you would like to be treated, as much as that, people say that all the time, to actually act on it. And, just maybe even going out of your way to make someone smile. Well, how I practice kindness in my daily life, so I guess the majority of my waking hours are at work. They consist of dealing with a lot of clients, a lot of people that are very nervous, upset about things from time to time. So I just look at them in a sense that they're like family. So, I just like to make them feel comfortable, truly listen to what they're saying, not just waiting for them to stop talking, and just let them know that I truly do care about what they're saying and just help them with their current issue. Well, I mean, on just a daily basis, if I see someone elderly needing help in a sense of, opening up a door, carrying bags, I like to, from time to time, pay for someone's coffee that's behind me without even any recognition expected. Just, I guess it's a selfish reason because I know it makes me feel better without them even knowing it was me that actually purchased that for them. But it's kind of like pushing it forward, just wanting to, maybe brighten their day a little bit, and then they think differently about strangers. So if people were kinder in this world, I believe ultimately, from a grander scale, there would be less war. I'm not a person to watch TV on a daily basis, but even in my own daily activities, I go to work and I just see people backstabbing each other, undermining each other, and I think that if people truly stepped back from their demons like money, hunger, and just not truly living the way a human should be living, more of a simple life, appreciating their family. I just think that by just being kinder to one another, everyone would be happier, ultimately happier. And I just think it would just be an ultimate ripple effect. So if it wasn't initially happening to you directly, you just notice people around you happier because they had that little gesture from somebody opening the door for them or buying them a coffee. And I think such a small little gesture could, again, become such a ripple effect and could affect that many more people that you didn't even expect to affect.
How much water do you drink a day? Did you know that your body is over 60% water? There are so many benefits to hydrate with good, clean, healthy water. One of the benefits is that it increases energy and relieves fatigue. It flushes out toxins. It improves skin complexion. It boosts your immune system. Water is an essential thing that we need to have every single day.
Water is super important to the body because, as you know, the body is mostly made up of water. And so the water can flush all of the toxins out of your body. So the more water you drink, the more you can flush toxins out of your body, and the healthier you can be. We find anytime that somebody picks a water they like and they increase their water consumption, they always come back saying how much better they feel. It's not always because of the type of water, just that they're drinking so much more of it. 85% of North America is reported as hard water, which is going to clog up your sinks, all your appliances and stuff like that, as well as it can affect gallstone rates because of the extra calcium. So having pure water is better for your appliances, your house, your pipes, and your body in general. Spring water, of course, for people that just like that taste. Reverse osmosis water is almost as pure as a distilled water, but distilled water tends to have a flat taste versus reverse osmosis going through the membrane system. It maintains a better taste, and you're still getting a pure water. It's much better for juices, teas, coffees, because those mixes don't have to compete with calcium, chlorine, and all the stuff that's in our town water. As well, we do also carry an alkaline water, so people do want a water with a higher pH level. We can provide that as well. It is still hard water, so you will get calcium buildup and stuff like that, but not as bad as straight town water would be for hardness. Yeah, so the body, it loses water through breathing, sweating, digestion, and that's why it's so important to rehydrate by drinking good water. Your body uses water in all of its cells, organs, and tissues to help regulate the temperature and maintain other bodily functions. Yeah, so our bodies are mostly made up of water. The entire planet is mostly water. Everything requires water to function properly. That's why it's so vitally important to have good water. If you don't have good water, nothing can live properly.
Your health really does matter. Make sure you're drinking plenty of good, clean, healthy water every day.